Here we are at week 4 of our getting ready to send our kids off to college month. So we've talked about life insurance in case you're co-signing loans for your child to go off to school. We talked about the proper garaging and or changes you need to make to an auto policy. We talked about how to protect their personal items and liability and your liability. And so this week we're going to wrap it up and we're going to talk about health insurance. Why talk about health insurance? Well, there's some caveats here. How old is your child going off to school? They're only covered on your health insurance until they turn 26. Will they be turning 26 this year? If they are, they're going to be coming off your policy. They're going to need to have their own. At what time should we make that transition? There's a lot of things to think about. I've had several of these this past week where people are calling saying, "Hey, what should I do? My daughter's birthday is in August. She's going to be she's going to be turning 26." Or, hey, my daughter's birthday is in December. She's going to be turning 26. We need to look at how is it going to affect not only you, but the child. Are they going to be starting a deductible all over again in December? Or are they going to be starting their deductible in July? These are conversations that we need to think about, because if your child is turning 26, they need to come off your policy, and we need to look at when. It doesn't mean that they have to come off on their 26th birthday. It means that we need to make a decision. Should we write them starting in the year? Let's say your daughter's going to turn 26 next February. Maybe we start her a policy in January so her deductible runs January to the end of the month, or end of the year, sorry. Otherwise, we're looking at one deductible, like for example, the child is turning 26 in December or in July. Should we have started her in January? Do we start her in July? Well, luckily we had that conversation last year, and we actually started the child in January, because that way she had one deductible, one co-insurance, one copay for the whole year, versus one deductible for 5 months, 6 months, and then another one for the remainder of the year. So it depends on what makes sense. Or maybe you don't have health insurance right now, or you have a policy that's not really great. It's got really high deductibles. Maybe that college is offering something that they can buy into, a college plan that's going to cover them for certain amounts of coverage while on campus or during school. So these are all items that we need to talk about when it comes to health insurance. How are they going to be covered, on what policy, and for how long? Should we start it earlier in the year, or should we start it at their 26th birthday? Which makes more sense? So if you have a child getting ready to turn 26, or you don't have coverage for them right now, maybe want to look to see if there's a school plan, give me a call and let's have a conversation and see what we can do to make sure that their health is covered for the school year.